Como é que é? Uma altinha da Twitch. Ora bem, sei que já tinha começado a stream e que depois tive que acabar. Ué, de repente, e que vocês acharam estranho, mas eu passo a explicar porquê. Houve uma cena que eu tinha que fazer e que me apareceu aqui de repente, e então não tive como evitar, eu tive que parar a stream para ir tratar disso. Mas o que a gente vai fazer na stream de hoje não vai mudar. Vamos fazer uns reacts a uns vídeos e depois vamos jogar um bocadinho de Deadpool. Hoje vamos tentar fazer esse tipo. Vou seguir tipo uma linha de shorts. Vou pegar num short e depois vamos ver esse short e depois vamos seguir a linha toda de shorts que lá houver. Aqueles que me chamarem a atenção, a gente para, vê e reage. Para se não me chamar assim muita atenção. E ficamos com esse short. Passamos esse short à frente. Provavelmente o que me vai chamar a atenção irão ser shorts que envolvam Eddie Mercury, um outro comediante muito controverso que é o Dave Chappelle, Fluffy, coisas assim do género. Mas já, deixa-me aqui ver um short bom para nós irmos lá bater à porta desses vídeos. A não ser que o Moraes tenha aqui vídeos novos, mas não. Que para já acho que ele não tem nada assim de novo. Pá, em breve vai estar a aparecer. Entretanto, é o melhores momentos de 2023, mas é só amanhã à uma. Ou seja, se amanhã a gente fosse fazer live stream, íamos reagir a esse vídeo, mas vai ser um vídeo que a gente vai reagir depois na segunda-feira. Esse se calhar este o Fortnite, mas é assim. Eu normalmente, se eu assistir a uma coisa que tenha a ver com Fortnite, há de ser porque quem está a fazer isso é um youtuber de quem eu gosto do conteúdo. Porque eu tenho que gostar muito do conteúdo de um youtuber para sequer considerar a ver o vídeo, porque assim, vamos dizer a verdade que é, eu não gosto de Fortnite, acho que tipo é um dos jogos que são um grande desperdício, mas pronto. Ora, deixa cá e vídeo reacts.
Munye, oh, I can do this shit real life, baby. Hey, yo, fuck you, kid. I do this shit real life, bitch. You can handle a single fucking dick. Oh my fucking God, bro. If I shoot you in the face with 7.62, you're gonna fucking die. Munye, oh, I can do this shit real life.
Got this. Please open it outside of the camera's view. Might be TOS, I do not know. Otherwise, an amazing set for a great guy. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me, bro? No, I don't think it's TOS, but I appreciate you looking out. It's implants and the shirt that it goes in. Oh my God, my dad is downstairs, bro. These are literally cinnamon tits. They feel good. It's pretty sick. Oh my God, dude, I thought it was my dad.
Are you winning, son?
Oh, bro. Actually, mini heart attack.
God damn.
Got this.
Isto é o
Please
Nex.
open it outside of the camera's view.
É um streamer
Big
que eu tenho
experiment.
muita vez.
This seems like a problem. Oh, God. Let me see it. There you go. Thanks, bro. Big fan this. This seems like a problem. Oh, God. Let me see it. There you go.
Grande edição do vídeo, por acaso.
So this species is the southern yellow jacket, also known as Vespula squamosa, and is by far one of the most aggressive yellow jacket species that I deal with here in PA. They are absolutely relentless when they're attacking something to defend their colony. And with them being a subterranean yellow jacket species, no one knows they're there until they stumble upon the nest. Well, yellow jackets can't distinguish the difference between a threat and a non-threat, so everyone is treated like a threat. So with this particular client, they had dogs, and the dogs were running around the yard here and got attacked and stung, and I believe the homeowner got stung herself, so the yellow jackets had to go. Anytime that I'm dealing with a subterranean yellow jacket species, I try to get as much of the swarm out of the nest at the same time as possible right through the entranceway. So I set the nozzle kind of off to the side, so as the yellow jackets are coming out, they think it's safe and they're thinking to attack, so they fly. The second they become airborne, they get sucked up right into the nozzle. So this species is the southern yellow jacket, also known as Vespula squamosa.
Por isso que
Let's talk about the pros and cons of the Hidden Blade. Pro number one, cool as heck. With our replica Hidden Blade, it's manual. You actually have to use your hand to manually activate.
O que é que eu falo agora? Pânico só de não ter isto a mostrar umas cenas. Zoquinha, boa. Assim, eu até aceitava, mas eu tinha um certo problema com jogos assim, tipo, ser recomendado cenas, porque primeiro estou mesmo a começar aqui no coisa do streaming e sei que há muito pessoal que faz rodagens e não fazem por mal às vezes a mandar esses links, mas é que assim, se for algo que eu possa experimentar a tipo fora da stream e tudo mais, posso experimentar primeiro e depois logo vejo, porque normalmente o que eu faço com este canal é, se é um jogo que eu acho divertido, eu trago para a stream. Se for algo que pá, eu não acho tão divertido assim, sou capaz de não trazer, mas pode, pá, eu acho que pode ser. Se eu por mim não tenho problema.
Whereas the actual weapon is automatic. I would not want that. Why? Because what if it accidentally deployed when my hand was in this position? Then I lose my weapon hand. Every weapons fighter needs to protect his weapon hand more than anything. I would not take that risk. That's the first issue. Issue number two, you'll note that in every single instance of the game, the weapon is utilized in another person and never wiped off. Blood is highly corrosive. So in a real weapons fight, as soon as there's blood on the blade must be cleaned. Note that if blood was on the blade and the blade was retracted, the blade would get stuck. Either it rusts in or the blood dries.
Isso não é problema. Isso não é tipo, um grande problema para mim. Não esqueças que o jogo que eu passei mais rage a jogar foi Bloodline Betrayal Frostbite, que para quem não sabe foi um jogo que me fez passar tanto rage que eu desisti de fazer série do jogo. Hás de ir ao meu canal de YouTube e hás de ver lá a minha playlist Bloodline Frostbite Betrayal. Bloodline Betrayal Frostbite, assim é que é, Fanix. É um jogo que me dá tanta raiva que só pensar nele já começa a falar o nome ao contrário. Mas esse jogo é pá, eu posso experimentar na mesma, por mim não há problema. Por o jogo ser troll, aliás. Eu até que meio que gosto de jogos de troll. Por exemplo, o jogo Deadpool é um jogo mais troll, estás a ver? É um estúdio que tem bastante fama e tudo mais, mas o jogo em si não é tipo aquela cena de levar super a sério. E jogos que não se levam super a sério são jogos que eu até que gosto. Mas se quiser, se puseres aí o nome, depois pode não ser agora, mas se calhar mais depois da stream posso pesquisar e ver.
Dries, keeping the mechanism from working. The most dangerous weapon is an unreliable weapon. If I was in a fight and I needed this weapon and I could not deploy it, it's useless to me and I'm in danger. That's why, as cool as this weapon is, I would not use it myself. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the Hidden Blade. Pro number one, cool as heck. With our replica Hidden Blade, it's manual. You actually have to use your hand to manually activate it, whereas the actual weapon is automatic. I would not want that. Why? Because what if it accidentally deployed when
The devil comes to you with an offer, a credit card with infinite money. In exchange, you have to write down the name of a specific person that you have met in real life in Satan's notebook with your own blood. That person will then drop dead from a heart attack within the next 24 hours. Before you answer if you would take the deal, here are the rules. 1. This deal with the devil will in no way affect whether or not you go to heaven or hell. 2. It will only kill the person that is intended, so it won't kill anyone with the same name. 3. It has to be a human's name, meaning you cannot write down Satan. 4. The person will automatically die within exactly 24 hours after having their name written down. Would you take the deal? And if so, whose name would you write down? The devil comes to you with an offer, a credit card with infinite money. In exchange, you have to write down...
Eu por acaso já conheci esse jogo. E não é um jogo assim tão troll, meu. Estamos a falar de um jogo que a primeira vez que eu ouvi falar dele, o Flash Player ainda funcionava. Porque, sim, até posso trazer para o canal. Hoje se calhar não, mas se calhar na próxima sexta-feira posso até trazê-lo. Porque a sexta-feira vai ser tipo mais um stream daquelas de fazer uns reacts, jogar uns jogos, tal, conversar um pouco mais com vocês, coisa assim desse género.
If you laugh, you go to hell. Part 14. Good luck.
It's beginning to look
This looks like it's going to end in disaster or success.
Experimentation. If you get kidnapped, let's see if you could open it.
Why is she cracking up? Oh, did she like pull the thing and open the gas?
Well, guys, welcome back to the tutorial on how to kidnap somebody.
At least close your gas cap.
Sit down like a normal person.
Am I a normal person, Miss Bryant? No! I'm black.
Are you a stripper or a cop?
Oh my god.
Okay, can you prove it?
My badge?
Little dance?
Hello.
I want to try that.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Are you aware of the smell that is coming out of your window and possibly polluting the neighborhood?
Drugs?
Okay, well, this is my toilet.
Oh. If you laugh, you go to hell. Part 4.
Oh, sweet Morton, what is this? Little dwarves in the forge? Look at him tap that powder. Making your skirts nice and tight. Yep, right there. There's the forge master. Teaching the new generation. Always adult supervision. Those don't look half bad. Good practice. Yeah. Oh, sweet Morton, what is this?
Why are you late? Yeah, remember when you told me yesterday that the bell does not dismiss you, I dismiss you? Yeah, what about it? Well, if the bell does not dismiss me, it does not tell me when to get here on time. Get out of my class, Ryan. Why? Because I was 5 minutes late? You weren't even in class yesterday. I know, but that's not important. Yeah, it is. It's way more important for you to be here than us. The substitute gave you homework yesterday. Put it on my desk on your way out. I finished it in class yesterday. I put it on your desk. Ryan, why are your answers from question 1 all the way to question 8 exactly the same as Michael's answers? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because we were answering the same questions? Can you believe this? Oh, by the way, toss me a pencil. Hey, no talking to each other during class. Why are you teaching during my conversation? That's it. To the principal's office now. Fine. Can I go to the bathroom on the way? What for? To open the Chamber of Secrets. What do you think? Out!
If
If you're broke down or have an emergency in a rural area and the only option are dirt driveways going up to who knows where, what do? If you're going to approach a house, pick the friendliest looking place and choose the one with the nicest driveway. If you see signs about shooting on sight or something, maybe you want to pick a different driveway. When you go up the driveway and approach the house, be as loud as possible. Don't make it appear like you're sneaking up on anyone. If it's at night, make yourself visible. Don't shine the flashlight towards the house and blind the person that's in it. Shine it on yourself. When you're announcing that you're there, don't yell out, "Hey, is anyone home?" Rather yell out, "Hey, my wife is in labor," or "Hey, my car broke down." You want to give the property owner as much information as possible that you're not hostile and you actually need assistance. If you're scared and you have people with you and you don't want them to be in danger, don't have them huddle at the edge of the woods or anything trying to stay out of sight. You don't want anybody to think you're a distraction while people intending the homeowner harm are hiding in the edge of the woods. Don't be scared. Most of us have never turned down an opportunity to help. If you're broke down or have an emergency in a rural area and the only option...
Coisas básicas que acho que toda a gente devia de saber.
14 years later, I just realized...
What do you want? Oh, really? My husband ran off and got himself killed and left me to raise his little brat. So don't you tell me how I should or shouldn't be.
My mom is probably drunk and my dad's dead. Is that good enough for you, asshole?
Town full of cannibals. Oh, I remember this part.
I couldn't help but notice that you were poking around in Bill's shed. So, did you find what you were looking for in there? You're right, it sure would have. You know, you're a breath of fresh air. Every time someone discovers our little secret, we have to hear about it. It's always, "Oh, how can you do this?" Or, "You're such terrible people." Or, "Please, not me. I have a kid in Rivet City." Well, I have kids, too.
My husband ran off and got himself killed and left me to raise his little brat.
Coincidence?
My dad's dead.
I
or,
think
"Please, not
not.
me. I have a kid in Rivet City."
14 years later, I just realized...
What do you want?
It's because you're a little bottom.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe? Maybe? Maybe. Okay, what part of you isn't bottom?
When I think about Link.
Link?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Legend of Zelda Link?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So you're into femboys?
Maybe.
My man! My man! It's because you're a little bottom.
Yeah. Maybe.
Did you notice this one character's insane foreshadowing in Attack on Titan? When Eren stands trial for being a Titan in episode 14, many nobles and important citizens show up to watch the event. However, one astute member of the crowd makes a startling observation. During Erwin's plan, one man suggests that they should seal off every gate because the Colossal Titan can only destroy the gates. Up until now, no one has made that connection. This is a subtle clue that there's something about the walls that not even a 60-meter tall Titan can bust through. That something, of course, is hundreds of thousands of Colossal Titans ready to destroy the world. If only they decided to follow up on this one guy's random observation. Did you notice this one character's insane foreshadowing in Attack on Titan? When Eren stands trial for being a Titan in episode...
When you're trying to be sneaky.
E eu lembro-me de, tipo, eu nunca vi, tipo, o Attack on Titans todo. E, tipo, faz parte da série, mas, tipo, vi... Há algum tempo foi-me aparecendo, tipo, nas minhas sugestões. Deus sabe porquê. Shorts a explicar cenas da história do Attack on Titan. E é daí que eu tenho algum do meu conhecimento da história. Embora agora já seja muito pouco, porque já não me parece nada disso. Este foi o primeiro em muito tempo que me apareceu. Mas já. Às vezes são aquelas pessoas mais aleatórias que dão a opinião que fazem um bocadinho de foreshadowing de cenas que vão acontecer nos animes. Não sei porquê, mas... Aquela coisa do... Aquele gajo não percebe, mas está a dizer alguma coisa que se calhar até faz sentido. E toda a gente ignora.
What was that?
Nothing.
Is that a beer?
Yeah.
It's a weeknight. Why are you drinking beer?
I'm not. It's expired. I was gonna put it down the drain.
Okay, let's see you dump it out then.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's a weeknight. I'm gonna, you know, it's just how it is.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Me too. No problem. Ha ha ha. Stupid bitch.
When you're trying to be sneaky.
Damn.
Mexicans, be careful, because we have rednecks too. We do, and they sound exactly like the white ones. You guys are all quiet, huh? You don't believe me? Watch this. White redneck,
I tell you what,
Mexican redneck.
¿sabes qué, güey?
White redneck, ding, 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 ding. Mexican redneck, we put words and moves to that.
Bailamos con el tuca, bailamos con el tuca, 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 tuca.
Ahua! Same guy. So be careful, man. Mexicans, be careful, because we have red.
You dye your meth with food coloring to make it look like mine. You already ape my product at every turn. But now, you have the opportunity to sell it yourself.
For what? Watch a bunch of junkies get a better high?
A better high means customers pay more. A higher purity means a greater yield. That's $130 million of profit. You've got the greatest meth cook in America. No, the two greatest meth cooks in America, right here. You'll earn more from that 35% than you ever would on your own. Are you ready?
Who the hell are you?
You know. You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Cartel guy.
You sure? Now, say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.
Cena mais épica que existiu durante muito tempo.
Yeah. Are you two kittens together?
I expected you to be a full-ass man. You let me down.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Can you change real quick?
Oh, hello?
I mean, that's not a full-ass man. That's like a teenager.
Listen, I can't do a deep voice, alright?
Yeah, maybe you just need to try harder.
Oh, okay.
Umi, no randomly flirting with the females again.
Damn it! No! I wanted that game so bad! There's two?
Yo, it's mother.
Yeah. Are you two kittens?
Here's 3 things that Hollywood often gets wrong about the military. All right, we're going to try to...
Este é outro dos shorts que eu adoro ver.
do this without getting a community guidelines violation. First up is grenades. Now, I'm not saying these little spuds can't be used for some pretty devastating effects, but some of the explosions I see coming out of these things in the movies are a little big. Don't get me wrong, a grenade will mess you up, but they act like we packed these things with enough firepower to bring down Nakatomi Plaza. Next up is shooting all our guns from the hip. Yes, I understand. It looks very cool. But shooting from the hip is a surefire way to throw your KD ratio in the garbage. Just ask these dudes. The last one is anytime there's any kind of talk, CIC, AOC on screen, 100% I'm calling BS. For starters, where are the snacks? If you want me to think that we're working in here, you better throw a monster can or some sunflower seeds in the scene. And the second thing is everything works. That never happens. Phones are down, networks down. Half the fun of being in there is fixing all the broke shit. Here's 3 things that Hollywood often gets wrong about the...
Do you know what cut shells are? During the Great Depression, a lot of people couldn't afford different types of ammo for their guns. So they came up with a way to take cheap birdshot shells and turn them into slugs that were way more expensive at the time. So let's make some cut shells of our own. So let's take our birdshot shell and find the center of it. It's easy to find on this one because if you shine a flashlight through it, you can see where the translucent wad with shot cup is. Now let's take our knife and cut a nice straight line into the shotgun shell that goes 95% of the way around the shell. You're going to leave that 5% of the shell intact just so it doesn't fall apart in your gun. Now we're going to test our cut shells, but first let's throw a regular slug downrange to compare it to. At 30 meters, our slug didn't have any trouble hitting the target. You can see the wad on the right and then the slug in the center. Now let's see how our cut shell does. And look at that, it had a little trouble ejecting because it's an odd size, but it comes right out, and there's the lower half of our hull. The straighter you cut these, the straighter they'll fly. Look at that, right on target.
Damn.
Do you know what cut shells are? During the Great Depression, a lot of people couldn't...
I asked my nephews if I could build them 2 wood and epoxy skateboards. I'm not sure they actually knew what that meant, but they said okay. So I asked them, what color do you want and what color epoxy do you want? One said they wanted a purple skateboard, the other said black, and they both said they wanted pink epoxy. So I mixed up some slow setting deep pour epoxy, found some pink pigment, and it looked awesome here, and I was actually a little bit disappointed with how this pink turned out in the end. But so far, it was looking pretty cool. I really liked how the dye job turned out, and I wasn't pouring as deep as I normally do with this epoxy. This epoxy you can pour almost 2 inches deep, and these skateboards were not even quite an inch at this point. So that means the epoxy was actually going to take a little bit longer, because if you pour shallower, the epoxy generates less heat and it cures slower. Had to continue to stir it for about 12 hours or so before it was set up enough that that pattern would be kind of locked in. Took it out of the mold, and here is the finished product. I do have a full video on this, by the way.
Hey, yo.
I asked my nephews if I could build them 2 wood and epoxy skateboards. I'm not sure they actually knew what that meant, but they said okay. So I asked them, what color do you want and what color?
There's only one way to survive a tsunami.
Okay.
And that's to run the opposite direction from it.
Honey, he must be a dwarf. Sorry, I'm not interested in being friends with midgets.
The comments under this video have been distasteful, disgusting, and outright disrespectful.
Would you guys rather have 1 Bitcoin or $100 cash right now?
Bitcoin. No. Okay, 1 Bitcoin versus $100 right now.
Yeah.
$100. A coin is less than dollars, and there's 100 right here.
A guy, you're on the pill, get pregnant, and then he's got to be a dad. There's no law about that. I love being a woman.
We talking and flirting, okay? He likes me back. I lose. What's the point of this?
One way to survive.
John, this is heavy. This is expensive. But I'm keeping this.
No, I'm a man of my word, and technically I don't own it, but it's yours.
So while I hear from lawyers?
If you don't pick up the phone, you won't. Right?
Are you gonna get in trouble for doing this?
Yes. I can't even go anywhere with the costume. They have like a person, who travels with the costume, and the helmet comes in its own thing, and the person travels with the helmet. They're like, here's the costume, and then here's the helmet. Take care of it.
I was gonna say to you, I was gonna make fun of you. You're like, oh, do you have a security guard?
No, you made fun of me enough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you have a security guard with you? You're John Cena. You are your own security guard.
No, it's for the helmet.
It's for the helmet.
That is now not mine and wasn't mine in the first place, but now somehow you own.
I think it's pretty cool. I might just do it and just host a show with it on.
It's actually really cool because the audience gets to see themselves on TV.
That's right. John, this is heavy. This is expensive. But I'm keeping this.
Your Justice Department sent between 20 and 30 armed agents to arrest this guy after he had offered to turn himself in voluntarily. Here's the photo. Once again, you can see the long guns. You can see the ballistic shields.
They made decisions on the ground as to what was safest and easiest.
So
you do not agree with your description of what happened on the scene.
You don't agree with my description. I'm pointing out what the photo is. There are agents here who have long guns and ballistic shields. Here's the 7 children with Mr. Houck and his wife. In this early morning, they were all at home. Mrs. Houck has said repeatedly the children were screaming. They feared for their lives. You got these agents demanding that he come out. They've got the guns, she said, pointing at the house and at them. You use an unbelievable show of force with guns that I just note liberals usually decry. We're supposed to hate long guns and assault-style weapons. You're happy to deploy them against Catholics and innocent children. Your Justice Department sent between...
É por causa de cenas como aquelas que eu tipo... de conversas sobre cenas de política e isso eu tento ficar fora disso tudo. Porque há sempre um grupo que... os factos entram por um ouvido e saem diretamente pelo outro a 500, né?
Wait, no, the infinite hole. I didn't do the infinite hole yet. Let's do that first. It won't end.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. I'm a liar and cheat, and you're so clever.
All right, we're going back up. What happens if I jump in again?
Oh, for heaven. The problem is that you like holes too much. You have a weird sort of... Oh.
It
I
did.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Wait, no, the infinite hole.
Stanley Parable. Jogo muito,
How do I do this?
mas muito fixe, por acaso.
Is this allowed? I was kind of perhaps allowed. No. Oh, raging.
Anger management.
Raging.
Throwing it to the ground. Animal abuse.
Animal abuse.